Battle Through the Heavens, Chapter 163, A Young Alchemist's Introduction to the Guild. The iron weight against his spine remains a cold reminder of the gates that refuse to yield to his presence alone. A shallow breath settles the ache of yesterday's barred doors as he recalls a stranger's frantic bow to a title yet unproven. He steps into the sharpening light toward the threshold where his own hands must finally earn his entry.
The next morning, with the first light touching the city, Xiaoyan left his hotel room. He paused at the desk, asking for directions to the Alchemist Guild. As Xiaoyan walked the waking streets, he remembered the hotel owner's fawning, surprised look. A small smile touched his lips. The noble status of alchemists clearly reached every corner of the Dou Qi continent. Only that kind of reverence earned such reactions. Black Rock City was a jewel of the Jiama Empire. Even this early, its streets hummed with life. Guards in neat uniforms patrolled, their armor clanking like bells in the crisp air. Following the hotel owner's directions, Xiaoyan navigated several turns. He walked for a while, then stopped, his gaze rising to the gleaming silver structure ahead. Its form was striking, a giant alchemy cauldron, with windows mimicking the ventilation holes of a true crafting vessel. A massive lid crowned the entire edifice. His eyes found a purple sandalwood sign above the entrance. 5 large characters, ancient in their lines, glowed with faint gold.
Alchemist Guild,
he murmured. Passers-by cast awed glances at the sign. A few gave Xiaoyan bewildered looks, seeing him stand, lost in thought, before the revered building. He ignored the stares. A soft tap against the heavy Xuan ruler on his back, then Xiaoyan moved, closing the distance to the guild entrance.
2 guards at the entrance had already noted the heavily armed young man. They stepped forward, blocking his path.
"Young brother," one called, "this is the Alchemist Guild. Do you seek entry? Do you carry a letter from your mentor?"
a letter of recommendation?
Xiaoyan froze, a question forming in his mind.
Master, what is that?
I wouldn't know.
Yao Lao's surprised voice echoed from the ring.
Each empire's alchemist guild has different rules. I rarely ventured into the Jiama Empire.
Xiaoyan shook his head. He felt a small frustration. A sudden scent of perfume, light and sweet, drifted from behind. Someone approached. Not wanting to block them, he moved, stepping clear of the entrance. A petite figure stepped past him, ignoring his presence. She turned, a soft call escaping her lips.
Master, hurry! Oh, girl.
An old, exasperated voice sighed from behind.
Why the rush? Old man Falon K probably isn't even out of bed.
Zhao Yan turned. His gaze swept over the approaching old man, then dropped to the emblem on his chest, an antique alchemy cauldron etched with 4 silver wavy lines. 4th grade alchemist. His heart tightened with surprise. Zhao Yan glanced back at the young woman in purple. Barely 20, her cheeks were captivating. Her small frame carried a surprising maturity, curves that flowed into a soft, full figure. She wore a tight-fitting purple alchemist robe, a garment of prestige. No emblem pinned her chest, but the cut of the robe bespoke importance. Her long hair, tied back with a purple ribbon, brushed against her hips with every sway. A subtle allure that caught the eye.
The woman sensed Xiaoyan's gaze. She turned, her delicate brow furrowing at his common clothes. She huffed at the guards.
Move aside! Why block the entrance?
Miss Lin Fei.
One guard chuckled.
Here for your first-grade alchemist test? Master Ao Thak truly lives up to his reputation, making you a true alchemist in just 3 years.
Though her tone had been sharp, the burly guards grinned, placating. They stepped back, clearing a wide path.
Don't worry.
She said with a laugh.
Once I'm officially an alchemist, I won't forget you.
She chuckled, her eyes flicking to the young man in plain clothes beside them. Her master and father often preached not to judge by looks, but this youth offered nothing exceptional. Black Rock City held dozens more handsome. His strength, even a 7-star doge wouldn't impress her. Here, even a Dou Qi would address her as Miss Lin Fei. Lin Fei shook her head, dismissing him. She hadn't looked down on him, but he simply didn't register. Just another face in the crowd.
Come on, girl.
The old man, finally catching up, teased.
You must succeed today, otherwise old man F.A. Lon K will nag me for weeks.
Master Ao Thak.
The two burly guards chorused, bowing low. Master Ao Thak nodded, a quick smile for the guards. He stepped forward. His eyes snagged on Xiaoyan, who waited with a restless calm. A flicker of unease, a sense of something off about the youth, but he couldn't name it.
Don't worry, Master.
Pulling at his arm with a charming smile.
It's just refining a medicinal pill. How hard can it be for your clever disciple?
Ao Tak patted Lin Fei's head, a warm gesture. He offered Xiaoyan a quick, friendly smile, then guided Lin Fei into the Alchemist Guild. Inside the guild, Lin Fei turned.
Master, since when are you so friendly with strangers? That's not like you.
Just a feeling.
Ao Thak chuckled.
That young fellow felt unusual. Can't put my finger on it. Probably an illusion.
Lin Fei shook her head, a helpless gesture, and followed Ao Thak deeper into the guild. One guard, watching Ao Thak disappear, turned back to Xiaoyan, a smirk on his face.
So, young brother, found that mentor's letter yet?
His eyes held suspicion. He clearly expected nothing.
No, I don't.
Xiaoyan replied, his chin lifting.
And that young lady just now, she didn't show you one either.
Miss Lin Fei's mentor is Master Ao Thak, a 4th-grade alchemist.
The guard scoffed.
You haven't heard of him?
Both burly men stared at Xiaoyan as if he were an imbecile. Xiaoyan sighed, a helpless sound. He slowly raised his hand.
What are you doing?
Both burly men snapped, their faces paling. Their hands flew to their weapons. Xiaoyan ignored them, his eyes fixed on his palm. A purple flame burst forth. The sudden heat washed over the guards, their faces going bone white.
Condensing true flame?
A gasp tore through the air.
A 4th-grade alchemist?
Shock ripped through both guards. They knew this skill. Condensing true flame was reserved for 4th-grade alchemists. If this man were an elder, they might understand. But he was barely 20.
Sorry.
Xiaoyan said.
I'm not a 4th-grade alchemist. I just have the ability to summon flames.
Passers-by, drawn by the guard's cries, watched the flame in his hand. They gasped, a collective intake of cold air. Xiaoyan shook his head, a wry expression. He waved a hand, the purple flame vanishing.
May I enter now?
He asked the guards.
Yes, young brother. No, honored sir.
The two exchanged frantic glances, then bowed deep.
Please, entered.
Xiaoyan glanced at the onlookers. A bitter smile touched his lips. It was his own fault for being unknown, for lacking an emblem, for not even wearing an alchemist's robe. He sighed, tucked his hand into his robe, and walked forward. He stepped into the Alchemist Guild, into the heart of Black Rock City's noblest profession.